Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to share with you one of my painting. This subject I think very good for the beginner because very simple drawing and watercolor. The four-potted plant with my waterproof pen, a little bit color. So if you never done the watercolor, this is good to start it. So before we started with the four plant, I'm going to talk about some simple structure things like perspective. This picture in the right side, this one show you about the plant stem and the leaf direction. I think that's very helpful for the beginner to organize your leaves. Like when we focus on the perspective for the pot, just remember the wide on the top and the narrow at the bottom with the curved line, and maybe some area with the double line for emphasize the thickness. So I think that's all for the beginner. Keep it simple with the started. For the top leaves, we might can focus on how they grow up, like stem direction, not exactly with the straight all the time. Maybe a bit go to the left or right side, little bit tilt. And for the leaves, they always follow the stem, so you can see they has a variety angle in the top to the right and the left as well. So that's if you can keep these things in your mind, your leaves will be looks more natural. And the next step, I'm going to share with you step by step how to paint and draw this plant with the waterproof pen and watercolor as well. So let's get started. Okay, so we can start with this step by step. And first, this pen, the size is F. I prefer use the thicker pen because when I change the angle of the pen, they will get the many variety line, thicker one and the thin one. So if you have other size pen, that's okay. And this is brown color because I like a gentle feeling. First, I started with the many broken line. As before I mentioned, we can focus on curved line to build up with the perspective. The leaves is I start with the outline and then go to the veins as well. And you can see these leaves all follow the stem. And for the shape, it's like an oval shape, but not exactly same with the oval shape. Maybe they narrow at the end of the side. Pay more attention about the different leaves. They might slightly different, so they will be make more vivid. And for these veins, I also use a bit curved broken line to emphasize these leaves is not flat with a different angle. I recommend for the beginner, you can start with the outline of leaves and then go to the veins because that's easy to organize the shape. Sometimes to drawing the leaves not easy, looks very easy, but if you want to make it more interesting, they need to using a lot of different line as well. Okay, so then I'm finished the drawing for my first pot. I start with the color. I'm going to use very simple feel green color for my leaves. So if you are the watercolor beginner, that's okay. We today just like a line and the wash. First, I'm using the very simple color, yellow green, and then do the wet into wet. Follow my veins of leaves. Try to do some green darkness inside of leaves. And when you're using the two colors, we can try to use the uneven washers. This technique is very helpful to make your color gradient and make your plant leaves more natural and on flat. Now I started with the brown color to make darker underneath. Okay, so then I started to the next pot. This one, the pot shape a little bit different, and it has many dots for the texture. And this plant leaves more tiny and wave. So I build up with the different direction of a stem with broken line. And because the leaves always interact each other, so that's when you make the shape, just try to make a variety shape, like a size as well, some small, some bigger. And then I go to the color. So when you make a color, we can try to leave some white space, like some shape without the color, so that's make your painting feel brave. So that's why painting looks very fresh. I think this white space is very helpful. I started drawing with the next one, so in this progress I a little bit speed up, so then you can still follow this step. This three pot is all in different shape, and this number 3 plant, the pot is like two shapes. So in this perspective, they might change with the angle, and the texture is like a horizontal and all follow the perspective or little bit curve. For the leaves, still follow the stem from the center. And then I start with the color. This is about the yellow gray, and for the pot, little bit the brown color. So it's good too for beginner. Start with the few limited color to practice. In the wet into wet technique, we can add some dark green into the edge. This depends on the leaves pattern. Then this is the last plant, so I change another shape, terracotta. And I always try to make a different shape, looks more interesting. The last one, I try to make a flower, and how to tell what types this flower. But the flower is tiny with the petal and the leaves as well. So I just try to make a bit blooming. So 4 of the flower and the 4 of the leaves with a different direction, and the circle or oval shape. Then I started with the color. This color is very light pink with some white. And this brush is one of my favorite brush, is number 0 Chinese brush. So very soft, because this plant is everything is tiny. And then I go back, use my number 6 brush to make this terracotta pot. with the bird's sienna color. And before they dry, I add another darker pink or red color and the green leaves. So that means 2 levels for flower, 2 levels for leaves, and 2 levels for the pot. So then when I make a second level of the pot, so I go back to add the more dark color for the previous 3 pots. And this shade color very helpful to make your pot 3D, like or emphasize the light source. And then that's all. So we can finish this painting in the very easy way. Hope you enjoy this video, and if you like to do some other subject, please let me know, leave the comment. Thank you for your watching, and see you next time.